experiment called? Jugs of fun, right? You need hot water, don't you?
Yeah. Okay. So what tell us what you're going to do? I'm sorry, no.
It takes forever to get hot water, so.
You know water in there.
So, what do you need for this experiment?
Hot water.
And?
In a bottle.
And a plastic bottle. Has to be a plastic bottle, like milk carton or a soda, a big one. It has to be a big one. And then you fill it up with hot water. And then what do you do next?
You put the lid on top and you let it sit for 1 minute. Then you dump out all the water out of after the 1 minute, then you tighten the top on.
And then see what happens. Okay, so what is your prediction on what happens? How hot does it have to be? I'm sorry.
How do you can?
It
It take longer.
Ella, I think it will get cold. The water will get cold.
What do you think?
There's the
She said
Becca.
the water will get cold.
Becca, maybe water will get cold. Ashley, I think the water will get cold.
And do you fill it all the way up to the top?
No,
Halfway.
halfway.
Just halfway?
I think it's gonna stay hot.
Think it's gonna stay hot? Ooh, good guess. Carlos?
I think it's gonna be half cold, half hot.
Oh,
Bella?
interesting.
I think it might be half cold and half hot.
What do you guys think will happen to the bottle?
Patrick? I'm not thinking about that. No,
Yeah, so think about the bottle had hot stuff in it, and then it gets cold. So what do you think happens to the bottle?
Ella, it'll explode.
Maybe.
It'll like go.
I would back up then if you think that's what's going to happen.
Why do you that too? Yasmin, I think it will split in half.
Oh.
There's the hot water. Like split. There's hot
All
water.
right.
So we leave the lid off, I think, first.
Oh, leave it off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. So lid off for just, we have to let it get warm. So we'll wait a few minutes.
So have you guys ever put an ice cube into warm water or into a warm drink?
Yeah.
What happens sometimes?
And milk. That's mine.
What else happens?
Ella, it breaks apart.
Mmm.
That's why it gets cold. Crack.
No, what happens to the ice?
It
It melts, yes.
Carlos?
And it also cracks. I like,
Sure.
yeah, sometimes when I put an ice cube in my soup and it's too hot, it goes crack and I hear it.
I think Carlos is onto something.
I'm onto something too.
Okay, so do you think it's ready or do you want to wait a few minutes? Maybe just another minute.
So sometimes now, like when you're at home, your experiments work perfect. And then you come into a different environment and they don't work so well. So sometimes when you're doing an experiment, it kind of depends on your environment. What does environment mean again? Ella?
Electricity.
Environment. Nope, try again. I know we've learned about this, Yasmin.
Like in the different. Wait.
Hold on.
Please excuse the interruption. Teacher, if by chance the students have missed part testing this week, please send them down to the downstairs lab.
So does anyone remember what environment means?
It means
Thank
like.
you so much for checking out. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, environment. What does environment mean again?
Yeah, like in the if you're in the desert or.
Hey, it's been a minute.
Right. Where you live, or like at home is an environment, at school is an environment. You go outside, that's an environment. So they call it like that's your environment. So at home, your water usually probably gets a lot hotter here because we don't have too hot of water. We have to boil it. Like later on, I have to make water in the coffee pot to get it hot. And so, I guess I should have done that
Don't
for
want
you
it
guys.
too
but
hot.
oh
Don't
well.
want it too hot.
But you don't want it too hot. All
Because it
right.
might melt the
So now, that's your environment. All right, Charlie, so now what are you supposed to do?
supposed to dump it.
Dump it out.
Stop. Now what do you do?
Put the lid back on it.
You get stabbed.
There's just water in there. You guys sit down.
Don't
Sit down.
put it on your feet.
Now we just have to wait and see what happens.
So what are your predictions now once they put the lid back on? Now, do you think they're the same? Do you think it's going to explode?
Yeah, maybe.
No. What about the opposite of explode?
Melt.
But then I think the bottle will stay intact. What do you think will happen? Riley?
It'll freeze.
Freeze? It's not cold enough in here. One more. What do you think, Rebecca?
It'll get smaller.
What? The bottle? Ooh, you're on to something.
It's a dream.
So what is supposed to happen, how long did it take?
A couple minutes.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. But
It's the altitude.
Yeah. I don't think my water got hot enough.
maybe not.
So maybe what we could do later when I boil some hot water with our other experiment, I could put it in there, leave it for a while, and then close it up, and while we're doing other stuff, we could do it again. So what it's supposed to, the opposite of explode is,
There it
Oh,
did. It's
it
doing
was
it.
did you see it?
Yeah, look. See, you got it. It's dented now. Oh, just let
So not implodes, but it
inverts
Sucks
or
in.
sucks in.
sucks it all in.
No, it contracts.
Contracts, that's the word I was looking for. So it's starting to contract. See that little dent?
Zoinks.
Like it's now
Oh, look at, I was just trying to flatten it out to see if you guys couldn't see it. It did it on both sides. Look at that. So I think the hotter the water, the hotter the bottle gets, the more it's gonna suck in. So you could probably do this with a water bottle too. And it would do it.
How
Plastic,
could it
yeah.
stop in a big glass water bottle?
You know, have you ever left a water bottle in your car and it gets kind of all squishy? That's kind of what happens.
That was happened to my dad's water bottle when I woke up yesterday,
It all went.
and then on the other morning it was all this, and then the other today it was a.
Oh, cool.
Like how skinny it's getting.
All right. Well, we're gonna.
Getting
Just,
so
So Charlie wants to show you the grand finale.
what's the grand finale? Oh. Oh, he's gonna watch that.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
And now it's back.
All right.
So
So
who-
yeah, when they make hotter water
The
today, we'll do
grand
that.
finale.
So who here has seen Big Hero 6? What?
This is a brand new movie.
Shouldn't you guys be at school?
It's a brand new movie.
So
to me,
so do you guys
to me,
remember?
it's a brand new movie.
Good. So do you guys remember when his brother built Big Hero 6? That part in the movie? And how many experiments he did to get Big Hero 6 just right? How many did he do?
25.
Yeah, a lot, right?
Like
So keep in mind when you
24.
guys are doing your experiments here and when you grow up, that a lot of times they don't work, but you got to learn from them and just keep trying,
The
right?
last one I heard on my movie was 24.
24? Yeah, so 24, 25, but he did a lot, right?
94. Like
So
94.
so keep that in mind when you're doing your experiments, okay, guys?
94.
All right.
84. It was 84.